Matthew Knight. He is the president of Knight Dermatology Institute. He is also a member of the Florida Board of Medicine. Dr. Knight, good to see you.
Thanks for having me as always.
Everybody in our newsroom, everybody in our studio uses some kind of smart device because they are just so popular. First of all, tell us about them.
That's
and
good.
What they are.
Yeah, I've had this is my Whoop band. We actually did a segment here a decade ago about my Whoop band. So I've had this thing for like 12 years.
So you were before the trend.
Yeah, early adopter.
Yeah.
Before it was cool, but now it's like a flex.
Right,
If you've got the Whoop band down, then you're into your health and stuff. And so, you know, I've got these groups that I belong to, like Winter Park Dads, and we can all compare our heart rate or our recovery and stuff with each other. So it's cool, but the question is, what are you going to do with the information?
Exactly.
It's just a super expensive digital diary, or you're actually going to take action on what you see.
So let's talk about them, because we know they are popular, but how effective are they? And let's start with the Whoop band and talk about the popularity, the effectiveness of the smart watches, and then we'll move on to our
I mean,
iPhones.
they've come a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like generation 4. And I brought this, is hard to display, but this was me. And can you tell when I went to the mountains and had nachos and a beer?
Yes.
It's right here.
Because it's right there.
Right. So you can see it. I mean, this is what resting heart rate.
Yeah.
And there's other stuff too, like this is recovery, and that's the same weekend. And so it's cool. I mean, I hate flying blind. I don't like flying blind in my business. I don't like it in healthcare.
Right.
So it's cool to have this data, but the question is again, you know, what are you going to do with it? And you see people walking around with these like glucose monitors all the time. It's a lot of data points, thousands of data points, but what are you going to do with it?
So let's establish this. They are effective and they do work. But I think where the problem may come in, and I'm kind of trying to get into your head a little bit, which might be a scary place, but I'm trying to get in there a little bit.
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day. It's interpreting the data that people may need a little guidance with.
Yeah, that's right. So it's like a 10,000-foot thing. So if it helps you spot trends and you're going to adopt healthy trends in your life, like not eat beer and drink beer and have nachos and stuff, then that's good, right? But if you look at it every day and you obsess about it, how many times have you and I talked about people obsessing about their health data? Somnorexia, where you can't sleep at night because you're looking at your sleep score and analyzing it and you're all freaked out about it.
All right, can we talk about the sleep score? Because that's important for those of us who do the news in the morning. We have to get up very early, and some of us don't like to talk. 1:30, 2:30, and some of us are like, okay, this thing says I shouldn't start talking until, or I won't be at my full rest until.
That's right.
So are those kinds of things effective?
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge drawback to these devices, is you've got the data, but a lot of it's like how you feel. Like, you know, if you wake up and you don't feel good, you know that your recovery is low, but the problem is that you pick up, the first thing people do is they pick up their phone and they see a red bar, and they say, oh, I'm gonna have a really bad day. You know, and so it depends on how you use the data. It's not meant for like just today. If you get up at 1:30 to come in here in the dark, you're probably gonna have a bad recovery, but it's like trends. How have I done this month, and what kind of healthy habits am I building to help lead a better lifestyle? That's what it's really all about.
I wish we could talk about this more, but I want to end on the Oura Rings, because all my sons have them. I don't have one. Talk to me about how effective they are. Do they work? What do they do?
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, they've gotten way more effective over time.
Okay.
There's a lot of health influencers that say that if it's below the elbow, it doesn't work that great, like chest straps are better. But for what I'm using it for, you know, the Whoop, which is on the wrist, or the Oura, which is on the finger, does all kinds of stuff. You can track your menstrual period on this. You can track your respiratory rate, how well you've slept, what your recovery is. And again, if you use it as a constructive means to add in better habits, I think it's a great thing.
And very quickly, I know we have to wrap, Dave, but I do want to ask this question, because Brooks was talking about how he was using it and he ran and he had a good run, and, you know, but when he went to sleep, it woke him up telling him he was dying, basically.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, the reality is you have to interpret it smartly. He calls his doctor and finds out he's okay.
Right.
But I think it could also have that effect where people are like, oh my gosh, if you rely on it too much.
For sure. Right? I mean, these things can do lots of cool things too. Like if you're an AFib, a lot of these watches will tell you. Or if you fall down, you'll be an alert to say, you know, I've fallen down, call the authorities. But you're exactly right.
And then your son throws himself into the bushes to see if it tells him he fell.
Trigger it or not. He actually
did it tell him he fell?
He put on the Apple Watch, threw himself in the bushes to see if it would trigger the alert. But, you know, that is the good side of it. But yeah, you're right. I mean, a lot of this tech is early, and if you have a false positive, that's a scary thing.
Yeah.
It's like those alerts on your phone that say, like, you know, missiles are coming or other things. Like, it's like really super scary. You don't want that either. And that's the other side of this, right? If it increases your anxiety, then it's not worth spending the thousands of dollars a year on knowing the information. If you don't feel good, you're going to know it. So the golden rule is just listen to your body.
I understand. Great advice. Always appreciate having you. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a great weekend.
All right, you do the same. The time right now is 8:18. The very much alive Brooks Starter.
I'm glad that watch is So I threw that watch away. I bought a boring old analog watch. It told me I had like essentially the lead up to congestive heart failure because I've got a low pulse. And just naturally I'm in shape, and I took a nap and it was like, you're dying. I was like, okay. So I got an EKG, doctor's like, you're fine, get out of here. So thanks, smartwatch. I bought an analog watch, so I'm done with this. Done. Anyway, thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Dr. Knight. 80 degrees, always good to see you too. 80 degrees outside. Love Dr. Knight's insights. Just a man of expertise and insight, and it's so good to see. 81 degrees for Julie in Merritt Island, 76 for Michael Evans in Palm Bay, 79 for Michelle in